misclicked. I was right, I guess. Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Yes, sir, Sonny. So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture? And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Ooh, you know, if you wanted to work at a studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed these words. October 15, 2 p.m., photo number 2. I mean, I know that means that it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny? Actually, I knew that too. But the issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2. Photo number 2. The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it's really was the only photo? Was the only photo? Oh no. That's right. Please don't go what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. The evidence shows that no one but 2 people went to... Not one, but 2 people went to the studio that day. If there is only one, there's data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access, the security leader herself. You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person that saw that day was Will Powers. It was not. It was not. Because you saw Hammer and the assistant as well that day. Not at the time of the murder, maybe, but that day. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes. That's what it seems to be. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help! But believe me, I want to, but I don't know what how to spend time. Some help you want. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper? Something the matter, Miss Holback? Ah, that's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the show samurai. Oh, yes, I suppose you could put it that way. Ay. Oh, I see. Your testimony, please. The whippersnapper. The other person. Every day, after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos, record them on the security computer, and check them. I throw out any photos that are suspicious looking, you see. Now to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Miss Holback, this is the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, honey. I've only just remembered it. Right, anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin your cross-examination. I'd say this was a turn for the expected, but I kind of expected this. The other person. Oh yes, the other person. Whoops. Hold it. Don't call. Another job? That's right. I check all the people that pass by the main gate that day. I look closely at every one of the photos that security camera takes. Do you back up all the security camera data? Well, they keep telling me to, yes. But those computers are just so frustrating. I throw out any photos that are suspicious looking, you see. Hold your horses. How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking? Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces. For the most part. For the most part? This is a murder trial, old bag. Well, I didn't touch that suspicious looking Will Powers photo, did I? I think she's missing the point. Come to think of it. Now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Well, who in the heck was in that photo you arrested? A fanboy. A fanboy? Still, samurai fanboys, real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day. Oh, wait a second. Did you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. The vent. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain. I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers. Kids. So on the photo that you erased, it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What?
Order! Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the steel samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade.
Oh yes, well, we see his type up there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him.
A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not possible, for a young boy to wield a samurai spear.
Impossible, I think it's quite heavy.
Right, as I said, it didn't pay it much mind. It's where is the data?
Next was what's going on. I think the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. Yeah, they're already trying to unsuspect him.
I'd like to take a 5-minute recess, please. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider new information. I also like to pee, and don't forgetting vital information this time. Also pee.
So while the judge is doing his pee, I'm just gonna talk to Maya, I guess. Oh, we pee, I guess. Mr. We pee?
Yes?
Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? Didn't go to the studio?
I did not go to the studio.
I was sleeping, honest. So who was the steel samurai in that security photo?
How should I know? A steel samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really.
What? You should take better care of that stuff.
I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a steel samurai costume. So, where does this leave me?
Doesn't look good.
Yeah.
You're the only likely suspect right now.
Nick, what are we going to do?
First we play for one more time. We'll start getting someone else that could conceivably have done this.
Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another die.
Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the pad.
You don't sound very optimistic.
I'm not optimistic at all, actually.
Hey Nick, it's time. It's time for the final countdown. Da 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 da.
Okay, let's go. What's with this? What's with these outbursts, Maya? Just keep doing these random outbursts.
What does that mean? Please don't say me like that. Oh, I copy. The court will now conceive for the trial of Mr. Woodpowers. Mr. Edward, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter?
The prosecution's thoughts are simple. This is all bullshit. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do know. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence. But there is still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
Very well, Mr. Wright.
The defense disagrees with the prosecution claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Is it old bag?
Order! Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, you're aware this court does not look on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, will be penalized.
What about Powers? He's obviously innocent, so penalize yourself, or penalize yourself and Edgeworth there. What the heck? Right, great. As if the stakes were high enough.
So, how was this person other than Mr. Powers?
Not the boy, not the girl, but it was the security lady. It was the security lady, Winnie Oldback.
What?
The steel samurai is dragging his leg in the picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about the morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady Oldback. Sorry.
What? Whippersnapper.
Order! Order! Oh my god! Oh, is this true, Oldback?
Oldback, there's Mrs. Oldback to you.
Mrs. Oldback was standing guard, alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the steel samurai costume, then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder.
Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the steel samurai costume?
Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. She would point the finger at Mr. Powers.
I see! Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright.
Oh yeah, right there. Sherlock Holmes #2, baby. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth promises? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection as some new damning evidence?
Will Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter?
The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time.
What? What's the suppose mean? Oh, so you all think I did it? Is that it?
Edgy boy, you just sit there and do something. What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way? Press further. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Mrs. Oldback's actions on that day.
But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer?
You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too.
Indeed, of course.
That did it. Now Windbag, Oldbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope.
Wait just a minute.
What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy, the one whose photo I erased.
He's only grade school, as you said. Second or third grade, wasn't it?
That doesn't matter. When I was at that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops.
No,
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright?
that boy's not the killer.
What? How can you be so sure?
Because you're not killing me to your arrows die. Whippersnapper.
I have proof.
Proof?
Indeed. Did you see this proof, Mr. Wright? The proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder. Murder.
Well, he didn't have a key card, did he? Take that. Take that. Take that. Take that. This is awkward. Take that. Take that. Okay, fine. I'll do it the boring way. Jesus. The scene of the murder, as we all know, was Studio 1. However, we need a card key to enter Studio 1. How could a boy with no formal relation to the studios have a card key?
I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this?
The wine bag. Speechless. This is going to be a first.
Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Judge will find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy. What was her name?
Something old bag, Your Honor.
And the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. The court is adjourned.
Oh boy.
Wait a second! I'm not going to just sit here while you run out barking up the rock tree me. I'm talking.
Oh great, stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk.
Miss Oldback, what is this all about?
Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about.
Edgeworth? By whom? Okay, not Edgeworth. Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Yeah, exactly.
Well, testify.
Da-da-da. My lips were sealed. Local studios want me to keep quiet about something.
There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to go accuse me, I'm not letting them go away. It was scot-free. It's free.
Miss Artback. This is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court till now?
Ain't you been listening? You told me to shut my trap, and now I was do what I'm told.
Shut your trap. Thank you. No, this isn't a badge, Your Honor. It is the power of the old bag.
Mr. Wright, you cross-examination. So... Hold it. Ooh, so you were told not to talk?
That's right, by the studio and the TV bigwigs, no less.
Why didn't I hear about this?
Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder.
Who was it?
Well, the director and the producer, for starters.
The director? You should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through with their actual scene without a director? Of course!
Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it.
So, where were these people?
The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that.
Where?
Now in the Studio 2 trailer.
Studio 2? Was it Studio 2? Duh.
Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and and all the way to the left.
That's where the monkey's head was fallen over. The tree. Well, Mr. Wright.
Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination?
Really? I think we can continue. It had nothing to do with it, see? Bam! Miss Olbeck, this is a trial for murder.
I know, that's silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it.
And they gave me a little bonus on the side. So you got your bonus and you still talk. Donuts? I think I've asked all the questions I had to ask. Dude. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. Yeah. There's one more thing I'd like to press at. The others are not really anything. Yeah. Let's press at this one. So we're actually in the studio?
Yes, the whole day.
When they heard about the murder, they beat it before the cops came.
I'll kill this woman, I swear.
Like how he was moving his mouth while he was thinking this.
I'll kill this woman, I swear it.
I feel sorry for Edgeworth. Almost. She really left him hanging on this one.
If you're going to go accuse me, I'm not going to get away free.
Nick, I guess pressing was the right thing to do. I have to press on all now? Press there. Them? Who are these people?
Well, the director and the producer, for starters.
Oh, I've seen this before.
Yes, I suppose.
Watch vital information. Yeah, take a break. Your Honor, we have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. Oh, that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers.
The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will get more information about the witness back, and more information about these other people we have just been told of. So much work to do, I don't want to work.
I understand, Your Honor. The sense of days proceeding in the trial of Mr. Powers. That is all. The court is adjourned. Done. Done, done, done. October 18, 1:04 p.m. Court, defendant lobby number 3.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me.
Really, it's nothing. Grin.
Or should I? We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigation. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination.
So, Nick, have we figured out just who it was in that steel samurai costume? Could really have been Wolfbag?
What do you think, Powers?
I don't think it was her, really.
Neither do I, Nick.
Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers.
For all win back. I feel kind of sorry for her.
Well, she wasn't winning any points in there without my accusation. But let's get down to the studios.
Right, I'll be back to visit you soon.
Thanks, guys.
To be continued, and I guess that's a pretty good place to end it for here. For this episode. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.